Now, Berkshire Hathaway has added more OXY, and we've been covering this stock from last year to now, and we've been saying the same thing. Anytime if this stock comes down to 55 to 60, it will be a good time to enter and buy this stock. But the problem is this: we all know that OXY movement is exactly the carbon copy of the crude oil market. So is it because Warren Buffett knows something about the US crude oil? Is it because he knows something that US crude oil is going to go up soon? Well, there's a lot of information to cover. Let's go into detail. And there's something interesting between the BTC, the Bitcoin chart, and the Dow Jones. Now, before that, disclaimer apply as usual. Now, let's look at OXY. Now, this counter, you can see that has been basically having a very incredible support at the 55, 56 region, all right? Every time you see it hit 55 to 56, it's always a good buy, okay? And we can see that 62 is a very interesting base level that basically separates the bear and the bull. So now the thing is this: we can see OXY now trading at about $60, okay? And the RSI now is trending at the lower end. And every time if you see the RSI trending at lower end, we know that, okay, crude oil or OXY, in this case, could be going higher. So we believe that now is a very good time to look into OXY. And of course, if that's going to happen, then probably crude oil price could be going up. And if you look at the news, you can take a look. Berkshire Hathaway added on another 2.57 million shares of OXY falling, and they basically have to chase it, all right, between June 5th to June 7th. Okay, so which means that it's somewhere around the current price right now. So if you would ask me, it's a good time because you're buying with Warren Buffett, right? So I think that it's time to buy into OXY, and I believe that it's going to go to $62 minimally, and crude oil could be going higher. And of course, if you compare this to crude oil chart, you can see that the incredible coincident movement. You can see that whenever the crude oil price goes higher, OXY price goes higher. So it's pretty simple. So now the thing is this: we can see that the crude oil price has been going up a little bit from the low end, about probably about $73. Now it's at $77, and OXY haven't moved yet. So I believe that OXY should be moving up pretty soon. And if the crude oil price do go up, then there could spill some inflation worries. And that's probably the reason why I think Warren Buffett is buying into OXY. Now, if you look at crude oil chart, let's take a look deeper. You can see that this is the trend since 2022, and it has been pretty accurate. So I believe that the next wave should be able to pump crude oil back to $80 per barrel. And the RSI now at the moment is also telling us that it has been oversold recently. That came down to about 72. We covered that recently. We said that about $72 is a good time to buy some crude oil. And we believe that you can still continue to go buy until it hit $80. And of course, if it does do that, it may break, it will touch the trend line again. And of course, by right, the trend line is pressuring down the crude oil price. But if, let's say, this actually happened, if crude oil price goes up and then comes down a little bit and push it through like this, now that could basically escalate the inflation worry. And of course, that will dent the chance of a rate cut this year. Now, you can see right now we have a very important number. You can see the US bond market. The bond sales has went down a little bit, all right, of concern. That means that their players are not very keen to buy the long-term bond. In fact, the volume in the 2-year bond is slightly higher. So now people are selling the long-term to buy the short-term. And this yield that we're seeing right now is climbing towards the 4.5%, a very important mark. And you can see that last time when you broke above my moving average, you can see that this is what happened. Okay, when it broke below the moving average, you can see what happened. So now we are very near again at the same crossroad, and we believe that this time around the 10-year yield could stretch all the way to 4.7. And of course, if it does that, then there will be some selling in the equity market. And that's the reason why we can see right now on this chart, this is the Bitcoin versus the Dow Jones. You can see that the one in blue is the Dow Jones, okay? The one in blue is Dow Jones, and the one in candlestick is the BTC, which is Bitcoin. Now, almost incredible, but you can see that whenever the Bitcoin is going down, Dow seems to be following. So if the Bitcoin is going up, Dow also went up, right? Interesting. So the thing is, right now we can see that this morning we saw Bitcoin coming down, and that was where, but we believe that the Dow tonight will come off, and which is happening right now. So I don't know, but maybe some of you can tell me in the comment box. But how low do you think Bitcoin can go down? Now I believe that this time around Bitcoin can come back down to about 62,000. Now, a lot of people is buying Bitcoin because they expect to hit 75,000, 80,000. Some even say 150, like Tom Lee. But I think that I'm not too sure how they forecast those numbers, but I don't mind buying at 62,000 once it comes down to here. So traders, take note of these numbers, yeah? All right, then the last one before we wrap it up is our indicator. Now we can see that over the last few days, okay, over the last few days, we have been asked the same question over and over again regarding about how we see the market. And undeniable, you can see that our boys indicator have been calling for sell. So it was still perfect right here, and the market came down, right? Then after that, there's some recovery, but we believe that this is just a fake, okay? We believe that it's a fake move. We believe that the market could be going down again. So if the market do break, okay, do break 38,700, okay, there could be some selling. And I think that the first base, it will go is about 38,500. And it may stop there for a while because it's a very strong support over here. Now, if the Dow do break 38,500, then there could be a free fall all the way to 38,165. Okay, so somewhere around there. So the momentum at the moment now is still very bullish. You can see that. That's why there will be some resistance, some more support, in fact, at the bottom of the market. But once the market breaks 38,500, I believe that there will be some selling. All right. So of course, let's look at the market later on and see how things go. This Cal signing off. That could be a 700-point movement. So please take note of this potential movement. 700 points is lots of money. But again, we have to watch the chart. This Cal signing off. Take care and have a great day. Bye-bye.